Guys. Look at what Sahara reporters. Look at what they just broke the net with this unbelievable news that the House of Reps are proposing against Nigerians because it's a bill against the sovereignty of Nigerians. Our civic right is being threatened with this bill. You know what this man called this bill? They said this bill is what? A bill introduced to counter subversion bill 2024. What is the meaning of this? They aim to impose stringent penalties on individuals who what incite intergroup or sectional conflict. What does this mean? In a democracy, you have associations of you have freedom of association. Whatever group you like, you join. And what do they mean by incite intergroup or sectional conflict? Now let us go deeper. They said, according to the proposed legislation, anybody convicted of such offences could face a prison sentence of up to 25 years, a fine of 10 million, or both. The bill's explanatory seeks to penalize subversive activities. Now, what are these activities? What are they talking about? The associations, militias, called bandits. All these politicians are the one financing cultists. This supposed FCT minister, during that presidential election, they said they caught people in his compound. What happened? What happened? They said people like Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho, they are what? They might face charges of being in prison for 25 years. These people and their stubborn standardness. They said anyone guilty for destroying symbols, national symbols, refusing to recite the national anthem. I believe, are you following me? And pledge. Defacing a place of worship. You know they are roping their worship, their pastors. These are the weapons of mass destruction that they deploy. Why are they defending the place of worship? What is so particular about the churches and the mosque? But of course, because the politicians understand that they have to give a leverage to the pastors so that they can continually manipulate the people to vote for them when the time is right. They said when with intent to incite violence or undermining the federal government. What do you mean by undermining? If my federal government is not doing well, you are telling me I don't have a right to undermine that person, to tell that person is below par, is not competent? Is that what they are telling me? And then I say you will pay a fine. If you say Tinubu is that this now, you will pay a fine of 10 million or you face 10 years in prison or both if you find yourself to be unlucky. This is just unbelievable. The corrupt politician Yaya Bello took almost 80 billion naira. What legislative policies have they put in place against corrupt politicians? But of course, this is a bill against the Nigerian people. For as long as we, the Nigerian people, we want to be silly, stupid, and docile, since we don't want to stand and fight for our right, these people will continually subvert us until they take everything that belongs to us, they take it away, and they start feeding us crumbs. Let me go further. They said this bill imposes a fine of 4 million or 2 years imprisonment for anyone convicted of insulting, defaming, or bringing into disrepute the leadership of a. Oh, so now if you find yourself and you insult the chairman, that chairman, you are very incompetent, you are a useless person, you pay 4 million. Or you are, what does this mean? Tyranny, imperialism. This is no longer a democracy. In democracy, don't forget the people are the employers of the politicians. But this bill here is turning it around, whereby when you who is the employer, when you employ your employee, when your employee gets to the position, you the employer will now turn to the employee, your employee turns to the employer, and the employer will now be the one questioning you who put him into that position. At the end of the day, if you say anyhow, they put you into kirikiri or panty. Hey, you're in serious soup. Ah, well, it says section 256 and 10 proposed legislation further states that any person who engages in activities that foster mutual suspicion, mistrust, or intolerance leading to conflict and violence that threatens Nigeria's corporate existence, peace, security, commits an offense and is liable to a fine of, can you just imagine? A person who forcefully take over any place of worship. What is this worship about? Public or private arena or a similar place through duress, undue influence, subterfuge, or other similar activity commits an offence and is liable to a conviction to a fine of these are the people that will send thugs to go and snatch ballot paper. Okay? They are saying if anybody who forcefully takes over any place of gathering, a town hall, different from ballot premises. Most of these talks, when it is election time, you find them, they come in and they disrupt the gathering of people who are going through their peaceful election. Now they are passing a bill, one year bill, that there will be 5 million fine. They said a man or a woman who professes loyalty. So if you belong to a movement that pledges, disregards the sovereignty, that means when you start disregarding, you start challenging. We are in for it. They said a person who receives financial or political support from a foreign organization, group, or country that is not compatible with interest, development, security, and progress of Nigeria commits an offense. Now, this one was passed 15 million naira or 20 years. Wow. So if someone sends you money, you want to join the protest, someone sends you money from US, UK for you to buy a shirt to join the protest ground, you are liable court. If you are caught, you are liable to 20 years imprisonment. In your own country, in a supposed democracy, we have as a Nigerian people must rise up and fight against this bill. Nigerians, this bill is about to go to the second reading, and we must do everything possible to ensure that this bill does not see the light of day. Because if it does, let us say goodbye, bye bye, au revoir, shikena to the democracy that we might think we have today. That is it. Look, as I said, the bill further reads a person, group, or organization that persistently disregards, disobeys constituted authorities, regulations, contravenes the law willfully, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to 3 years imprisonment at the first instance and 7 years for a subsequent offense or to a fine of oh boy, oh my goodness, guys, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Tajudi Abbas, these people are playing on our intelligence. They are playing on our civic rights. They are playing on our person. They are playing on our civilian sovereignty as a people to be free in your own country. What these people are telling us is they want to enslave us. A person who owns, possesses, produces, distributes, imports, handles, uses military, police, or intelligence agency uniforms, emblems, and is liable on conviction to. I agree with this one. No issue. I agree. This is the one thing I have seen that I agree with. So, guys, what's your take? Drop your reaction in the comment section.